Hi everyone, today what we're going to do is some more mean. However, today we're going to find the mean using a frequency table and histograms and polygons. So let's get started. First thing, the symbol for mean is x with the dash on top. So when you're writing your answers, you can write x with the dash on top equals 5, or whatever the mean may be. Second thing, this symbol is called sigma. So that means the sum of, or the total. So if you see something like this, sigma 1, 2, 3, it just means 1 plus 2 plus 3. Now we have the frequency table. So we have the score, which is represented by x. We have the tally, which we're not actually going to use today. We have the frequency, represented by f. Now, this is fx, and it just means f plus x, or frequency multiplied by the score. So to fill this table out, all you got to do is 1 times 2, which is going to be 2, 2 times 4, which is going to be 8, 6, and 12. So you're multiplying the score by the frequency. Now the reason why we're doing that is if before we did frequency tables, we laid it out like this, what we refer to as an array. So we have score of 1 twice, right here. We have score of 2 4 times. Previously, we would add all these up. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 and so on. Or the shortcut was, we'd multiply them. So we do 1 times 2 because there's 2 of them. We do 2 times 4 because there's 4 2's, and so on. That's what the fx column is. We're just adding up all the same score. Next is we are finding sigma, frequency, and sigma fx. That just means total. The sum of all the frequency, 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 is going to be 11. And the sum of all fx, which is going to be 2 plus 8, which is 10, 16, and 28. Now, this is a formal formula to find the mean. That basically means the sum of all scores, or sum of fx, over total frequency. So 28 over 11, and we can say that x, with the dash on top, which means mean, equals 2.5. Let's leave it at 1 decimal place. Now, histograms and polygons. Histograms are exactly the same as frequency tables. However, the only difference is that instead of having columns, you have an x and a y-axis. Now, the score was represented by x, so the score is always going to be on the x-axis. That means frequency is going to be on the y-axis. So to find this, I do the same thing. F times x, or frequency times score. So we got score of 1, frequency of 2, 1 times 2 equals 2. Score of 2 times frequency of 5 equals 10. So that's going to be 6, and that's going to be 12. Now, next thing, we need to find fx, we have done. Find the sum of all the fx. So 2 plus 10 plus 6 plus 12, which is 30. Frequency you can find by adding all the frequency. So 2 plus 5, which is 7, plus 2, which is 9, plus 3, which makes 12. So 30 divided by 12 is 2.5. And we're going to write x with the dash because that means mean. Polygons. So polygons are exactly the same as histograms, but they are represented by a line. So to find fx, well, firstly, that's the x, that's the f. You've got x here, and the frequency there, so fx is going to be 2. Score, frequency, 2 times 5, 10. 3, 2, 6, and that's going to be 12. So same thing, mean equals fx over f, and the answer is going to be exactly the same because it's the exact same graph. Let's do some examples now. I've got the formula right here in case you forget. First thing we've got to do is find fx. So 1 times 4 is 4, 2, 1 is 2, 18, 8, and 5 times 7 is 35. Total frequency, if I do 4 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 7, it's going to be 20. If I add all these up, it's going to be 67. Now, I've got a table and I have got a polygon. If we have a look at this table, the score, x, frequency, f, we need to find fx. So 1 times 12 is 12, 2, 15, 30, 30, 76, and 110. If we add all of that together, it's going to be 258 over total frequency, which is 78. Which equals 3.3. Second one, we're going to use the dots. That's got a frequency of 8, score of 5, so that's going to be 40. I think that's halfway between 0 and 4, so that's 2 times 10, 20, 14 and 15 makes 210, 160 for 20 times 8, and 200. Now I'm going to finish that there because I think you can add these all up together and then add up all the frequency, so 8 plus 2 plus 14 and so on, and divide them with each other. Lastly, I've got a written question. This one's a bit different. Now, firstly, have a look at the table. Which one's the score? Cuisine, and the number of responses, how many people replied, frequency. So, first thing, is the data quantitative or categorical? Now remember, the score is the answers people give. That means they gave out these answers. Quantitative means numbers, categorical means categories. These are definitely not answers, not numbers. So it's going to be categorical. Now, can we find the mean using this? No, because we can't do Italian times 14. So we can only find the measure of center when we are doing quantitative or numerical. So no, variable is categorical. All right, that's it. So have you got your worksheet? All the examples that I've used is from the worksheet, so you got some free answers there. All right, good luck.